Investigation for hazing allegations. Fort Valley Police. An update tonight, Fort Valley State University's Blue Machine Marching Band no longer suspended. The group was briefly under investigation for hazing allegations. Fort Valley Police said they were able to find enough evidence to charge 2 band members. Those were 21-year-old Erika Tolbert and 19-year-old Jaya Williams. The band did miss performing at homecoming in 2 other games as a result of the investigation. As of tonight, the Blue Machine is allowed to practice and perform in Saturday's upcoming game against Savannah State University. 9 members of the football team and the head coach are also coming off suspension. The players and Coach Marlon Watson faced penalties after a fight following the homecoming game against Central State. The Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference said both schools were also fined an undisclosed amount of money.
Well, Bandheads, welcome back. We are here, and welcome to Bandhead News. I'm your boy, Jay Law.
And I'm your boy, A.A. Bache.
A.A. Bache is in the building with us, so congratulations to Fort Valley State for getting that issue resolved as quick as you did. And congratulations to that marching band for being able to get back out on the field. There's nothing like, you know, the program getting shut down in the middle of the season and not being able to make it back.
That is true.
But I'm glad they were able to make it back. So that's really good news. So what's up, Bandheads? How y'all doing today?
Oh, yeah.
So today, you know, we got a few things that we want to talk about. And well, the first thing here is the violence and threats target HBCUs amid divisive political rhetoric.
Yeah.
Okay. HBCU marching bands have long since been celebrated as the soul of Black college culture. Okay. Commanding the same energy, excitement, and fan devotion as any athletic program. But as the spotlight on these programs continues to grow through live streaming, social media, and televised events, I'm sorry, that was the wrong one. Wrong story. Look, I thought I had it all right.
It happens.
Recent wave of threats. Yeah, scratch that. We need sound effects, something for that one.
Yeah.
Recent wave of threats in HBCU bans. Several historically Black colleges and universities, including Alabama State, Hampton, Spelman, and Southern University, were forced into lockdown after receiving racially charged terroristic threats.
Racially?
Huh?
Wow.
You said Ray Charles.
Racially charged?
Yeah, racially charged terroristic threats.
Racially charged.
Many messages reference recent political violence and used hate-filled language aimed at Black students and staff. Though most were deemed hoaxes, the fear and disruption were real. Okay, so I believe that this has some connection to the rhetoric that's being pushed out by our politicians out there, and so do some civil rights leaders. Civil rights leaders and lawmakers say that the rise in threats mirrors the nation's tense political climate. After the killing of conservative figure Charlie Kirk, some rhetoric from White House officials and right-wing media blamed the radical left. Language critics argue fuels hostility towards Black and progressive spaces.
Really?
Okay. HBCUs, which are the long symbols of Black excellence and resistance, have again become targets in this polarized atmosphere. It has an impact on our students as well. Students describe heightened anxiety, canceled classes, and fear of being attacked by simply attending school. Smaller HBCUs, often underfunded, have struggled to boost security and mental health services quickly. So the leaders, they demand action.
Okay.
Oh, that was you. Members of Congress, including Representative Nikema Williams, have called on the Justice Department and the FBI to investigate these threats as hate crimes and domestic terrorism. Advocates also urged the White House to issue a strong public condemnation and fund stronger campus protections. I seriously doubt that's coming up the way. The bigger picture, for many, these threats are not isolated incidents, but part of a long history of intimidation against Black education. The question now, will national leaders confront the divisive rhetoric fueling such acts or allow silence to signal acceptance? How do you feel about that, Alex?
You know, it has to stop at some point.
I agree.
This has to stop at some point. I don't know why we're here at this day and time when we're still dealing with things like this. Why their attack on HBCUs are predominantly, colleges that have more minorities than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what the issue could be at this point in time in our country, or just in our area of the South. I don't see what the problem is. It just seems like we can't be happy for anything, or
Right.
we have to agree with the other side's opinion. We can't be happy about it. We can't rejoice about it. We can't have our own opinion about it.
Right.
About nothing. It's like when they're sad, we have to be sad. And if we're happy while they're sad, then we get attacked. That's what it seems like. I could be completely wrong. But it just really seems like, when we're happy, you're allowed to be happy.
Right.
And when we're having a bad day, you have to have a bad day. You can't have a difference of opinion about anything.
And I really didn't see a lot of people celebrating, especially in leadership roles. I didn't see a lot of people celebrating what happened to that young man. I sensed them calling for calm and calling for people to basically relax and try not to, there's not a time for fighting. This is a time to come back and look at what caused all of this to happen.
This is true.
Gun reform is a big thing.
It is.
That's affecting our community. You get grocery stores, churches, and all of the type of things getting shot up, and it's pretty frustrating seeing all of that happening. Yeah. And so I asked myself, so what can I do at the level that I'm at to try to impact this situation? And I tell myself, well, the main thing I can do is I can be informed on the policies that are affecting me. And I can be informed on the people that are voting for those policies.
Which means get out and vote.
Get out and vote.
Do
you
something.
have to get out and vote.
Your voice really does matter.
Well,
It really does.
what did Puffy say on South Park? Vote or die. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Vote or unlive. I don't know. I can't say that.
Stick that knife in your eye.
But we're going to be keeping a close eye on how things are going in regards to violence on HBCUs. And Bandhead Network is going to do their best to try to, keep you guys aware. Wherever you are, make sure you're registered to vote, because it may not be affecting you now, but what's coming down the pipeline will affect you
Sooner or later.
Sooner than
Sooner or
later.
It will.
Y'all, I watch the news. It's gonna affect you sooner than later. Yeah, but that's enough for our opening story. What about sports, Alex?
Oh man, in sports we have packed up. So we're looking at the SWAC rankings this week. Something we haven't touched on in a while, but we will today. Right? Let's take a look at our strengths and weaknesses. So you have Jackson right now, right? Jackson is 3-0 in the SWAC, 4-1 overall, right? Remains the standard of the East after edging Alabama State out, right? Prairie View A&M is 3-0, 3-2 overall, right? Tops the West, which enters the stretch with momentum. Alabama State is 3-1 in the SWAC, 3-3 overall, right?
2-1.
They're 3-1. Oh, they're 3-1. I'm sorry.
2-1. You keep saying 3-1.
It's a, it's
You look right here.
it's one of those days. It's one of those days. But so back to what we said. Alabama State is 3-1 in the SWAC.
2-1.
Alabama State?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh man, Marshall, we're gonna get you about the teleprompter. Okay, Alabama State is 2-1, right, in the SWAC. 3-2 overall, closest to JSU, right? Close loss to JSU, but still competitive in the East, right? Number 4, Texas Southern University, right? I know I said Southern, y'all forgive me. 3-1 in the SWAC and 3-3 overall, right? Pull off the tight win over Grambling. They are my new homecoming bust-em-ups. Texas Southern goes somewhere and they just ruined the homecoming. I love it. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it the whole entire way. Bethune-Cookman, 2-1 in the SWAC, 2-4 overall. Big win over Southern, boost their rankings in the East tier, right? Number 6, Alabama A&M, 1-2 in the SWAC. We still have a little bit more work on the defense. You got to work on that, closing those tight ends, right? We're looking at our defensive ends. They're not doing so well, all right? They're 3-3 overall, right? Struggles in the conference, but they're still capable of having surprises. Y'all remember that. Later on, we have Arkansas Pine Bluff, right? 1-1 in the SWAC and 1-3 overall. I'm kind of mixed results on them. They're still in the mix in the West. They could be a wild card if they pull off. I think they need to hold back their receivers a little bit more. Let's stop trying to do the passing game. It's not working for them right now. It's not working.
Run
All
the
right?
ball.
Then we have Southern University.
Oh my God.
0-2 in the SWAC.
Oh my God.
1-5 overall. Lost to BCU, Super Gateway. Fighting an uphill climb in the West. But Southern has come back from worse. Let's not forget, at one point in time, Southern was back to back to back to back. But,
Yeah.
all great teams have their losses and wins. They come back.
God, it's
Grambling
been so
State
long.
University, 0-2, upset by my TSU Tigers. 1-3 overall, narrow loss to TSU, keeps them hanging on, right? Number 10, Alcorn State University. 0-2 in the SWAC and 0-5 overall, right? They're still looking for a breakthrough game. A big win over Lincoln will help morale, but let's face it, at this point, I think we just need to start over and go back to basics and fundamentals with their team and just start redoing those plays and just exercise, conditioning. They look a little tired going into the third quarter. Mississippi Valley, 0-2 and 0-5 overall. Struggling through the season, needs a big turnaround. We got to see what those guys are going to do in the backfield back there. It doesn't seem like they're pulling their weight completely, but we'll touch on that later. And finally, last but not least, Florida A&M, 0-1 in the SWAC and overall 0-4, right? In the East race, but currently winless in the conference. It's not a good look for the overall Rattlers.
Yeah,
hopefully they can do better later on.
That's not like FAMU.
That's not like FAMU.
They've been contesting at the top over there with Jackson and Alabama State for the past
with
few years.
Jackson University.
Jackson University.
Jackson
University is not a state.
Well, Jackson is not a state. We're gonna let them make it though.
Yeah. So
We're gonna
look
let 'em
forward
make
to us adding more sports to our commentary, and talking about what's going on in the HBCU sports world. So now, because I want to get to some of these topics that we have. We want to talk last week in band, but before we do, let's just get a little musical break so we can gather ourselves.
Cool.
And we're gonna go to one of my favorite songs. I reached out to my friends in my network. You got Band Life Productions, D Jackson. You got B Glass Production, and that's Brian over there. And then you have IVG Productions. And I asked them to give me some of their favorite clips from this past week. So I'm going to pull this up so we can enjoy this little clip, and we'll give a little commentary on it. Let's see.
Remember, guys, like and share and comment at the comments below.
Hold on. Make sure the audio is there. Bam.
Make sure you share it to your friends so that Bandhead News will be constantly every week on Monday. All right.
First, we go to IVG. He's going to give us his favorite songs from this battle. Grambling was doing their thing, bro. I enjoyed them. I rarely get to see them outside of the Bayou Classic, so I really like the look that I was getting.
I barely hear him.
Let's get out of here. That was a pretty good clip right there. So we're gonna go to the next one. And the next one is from my boy B Glass right here. And this is from Bama State and Jackson. So this is his favorite song from.
It better be good.
Okay, SOP. Audio. Y'all need to go subscribe to my boy. Good job, people.
SOP has a very nice song. Very sweet. Good phrasing. Good breathing.
Good attacks. Yeah.
The song is good. Could cut that a little bit short.
Yeah, I think they could have cut that short.
But I understand it. I understand.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. I agree with you, Donovan. JSU has been very good with their song selection the past few years. So has Texas Southern. So shout out to both of those programs for doing a phenomenal job at the from this weekend. Get on here. Bam. So let's get into the meat of today's show.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. That's what not playing mumble music gets you. I agree. The rap songs are pretty cool now, but I think that in the fifth quarter, if you got 5 rounds, you should have 1, maybe 2.
So, okay, let me say this.
Okay.
So, like, what is it about the mumble music that some people don't like? Is it because they don't know the song?
Yep.
Is that what it is? Is it because we have so much access to music, like so much?
Yep.
You can basically go through like an A, B, and C. I don't know. I like the mumble music. The creativity behind it, being an arranger, the creativity behind it is amazing. Like, it makes me go look up the song and go see exactly what we're doing. Like, because let's see, No Effing With that Simmons did for Southern with the Migos. Right? I've never heard that song before until I heard Southern play it.
Right.
And then I want to go listen to it like, oh, this really does pop. The band version is better than the actual album. No, seriously. It's been plenty of times. We have to make that a topic. It's been plenty of times where the band version was actually more intriguing than the actual album, the actual song, the record. I know No F was one of them. What's the other one he did? It was by the Dungeon Family and Outkast.
Oh,
I couldn't think what it was. He played it on PV, and PV just should
Oh
have
yeah.
the stands. It's a fine
Not
line between
Idlewild.
love and
It
hate.
was from the
No.
It was from the Idlewild movie though, huh?
Ooh, I couldn't think about what it is, but
Donovan
anyway,
gonna tell us.
whatever
in a
he did, it was
second.
good. Hamer when he did
Bohemian. Oh no, you talking about rap music.
da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba. Was it Beyond or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That. Now I'm a pop person.
Okay.
I write a lot of pop tunes because that's where I feel I'm the strongest at. Most of my TSU hits are pop songs. Judas, pop song. I can't even think of the other one.
I agree
Move Your
with
Body.
You. I agree with
Pop
you.
song. Pop song. Like there's a lot of them I did. It was just really poppy. And man, like Beyond was definitely a song I had been listening to for a while. I thought nobody knew. Canned Heat by Jamiroquai. I heard a couple of bands do that a while back. Man, those arrangements sound better than the actual song with some of those. I have to just agree with them.
Mm-hmm. And I can hear you at that point. And shout out to Nathan Hamer for changing the game when it came to marching bands. When he took over the helm of the Human Jukebox in 2014, it was unheard of for bands to play new songs every week. It was unheard of. Now it's if you play something you played last week, you lost, according to certain people. I don't believe that because a different audience is in that other game and they need to hear that music. They wasn't there live to enjoy it. So
talking about with Chiefin'. I do like Chiefin'. That was a mumble song. It was good,
Liberation.
That's
what it was.
Yeah, that
I
was
knew
it, man.
The comments.
I don't know
never
too many people that
disappoint.
know that song.
Yeah.
Like seriously, I knew about that because I'm an Outkast fan, but not too many people knew what that was. They went to go search that up. So yeah, I do get it. 24. CDA Way 24, I do get it. Don't nobody got time to look up the lyrics. But then you got to look at the kids got to have fun too. They can't spend the whole entire time playing Earth, Wind, and Fire and Erykah Badu. And they only know samples and samples of this stuff. So, I mean, they got to have something too.
Right. They do. They do.
It's just what it
but
is.
they still, when it goes to the classics, they still listen to our music though. From the 90s and the early 2000s.
Human Jukebox was playing new music for him. Yeah, that is true.
That's true.
They were playing way before Hamer got there.
before
I
Hamer.
just used those as prime examples.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's to my comment, but we were playing new songs, but the frequency of the new songs wasn't like it was until Mr. Hamer came in. Mr. Hamer, every fifth quarter, you almost got something different. There was some staples that still stayed around, one or two,
Definitely.
but every week you got something different from them. And we didn't do that when we marched. A lot of times our fifth quarter playlist was just about the same. They would change a little bit here and there, but we had about, if we play 5 songs, I'm with you, Brian. They get confusing. If we played 5 songs, at least 2 of those songs were new and 3 was stuff that we played before. You know.
Yeah. The book be so deep, man.
Yeah.
The book be so deep.
Yeah. So last week in band, the biggest matchups, the Sonic Boom versus Alabama State Marching Hornets. So we just heard a clip from that. Did you get to watch that fifth? I never got a chance to get into it.
Well, yes, I did.
Okay, well, Alex is going to give us the hubbub in the news.
Man,
when it comes to
you
Jackson and Alabama State.
Man,
Let us
me
hear
tell you
it.
something. I don't know, man. I saw some comments on some very strong opinions on the Uncut page
Okay.
that disturbed me, and some made me kind of chuckle.
Okay.
Some people were like, "Well, what was it? Southern lost to Jackson, but Jackson lost to Alabama State, and who beat Alabama State? Somebody else beat Alabama State, so technically it's up for I don't know, man. I tell you what, Alabama got slammed by Jackson. I know that much.
They did what?
They got slammed by Jackson. They got slammed. Call it a day. I mean, call it what you will. Call it what you want. But I'm sorry, I'm rolling with the Boom.
Okay.
I'm rolling with, but now don't get me wrong. Bama State was cool. They were okay. They were cool. I felt like the presence of the Boom got to them. I felt like it got to them. When you playing big dogs, and it's not to say Alabama's not a big dog. Alabama State has been very consistent.
Okay.
Let me say that first. Okay. But I will say, on top of that, my professional opinion, when you're playing big dogs, when you're playing those legendary bands, those bands that stay in the top 99.9 percentile of being consistent. Southern and Jackson are primary bands like that. FAMU is a primary band like that. Dare I say it? I know. Oh Lord, everybody gonna get me for this, but Bethune-Cookman is one of those bands.
They are. I've been saying this.
Bethune-Cookman.
I don't care what nobody say.
Bands.
Mr. Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, you know,
I ain't heard that one in a while though.
It is what it is. It is what it is. But at the same time, man, when you playing those big dogs, there is no room for error.
No.
There is no room. And I'm sorry, Alabama State, you missed the mark a couple of times.
Okay.
Like once is okay.
Once
Twice
is okay.
I'm skeptical.
Okay.
3 times. 3 times, Doc.
You're out of here.
No, I can't do it. I can't do
the
it, brother.
sound effects. I'm so excited.
I can't do it. Jackson did put it on their mind. They put it on their mind, Doc. I mean, just take it what it was. So I want to say Alabama State. If I had to pick a ranking, I try not to. I want to say Bama State's definitely number 4.
Number 4?
Number 4.
Okay.
No, I take that back. I'm being nice. 6.
6.
I gotta put FAMU
agree.
in there, man.
What? All right. So this is my thing. What band? And you're gonna hate me for this, but the only band that's really made me want to go pull songs and add them to my playlist is Alcorn. We about
Excuse
to
me?
fight. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Shout out to the SOD. Bandhead Network loves the Golden Girls. But yeah.
You know what, sir?
You are fake news.
That's what that is. I am not. It will not be Slawcorn.
Oh my
It
God.
would not be Slawcorn. No offense to Alcorn, man. That's just us joking around. That's him. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I like Gremlin from time to time. You know what I mean? We all like to eat bad food from time to time. And sometimes you just need a nasty, sloppy burger. And it's okay. You don't want to eat healthy.
Yes, give me that double quarter pounder with Big Mac sauce and
Yeah,
bacon
extra
on it.
Big Mac sauce. Yeah, give me all the bad stuff.
All right, enough of them. North Carolina A&T versus South Carolina State University for Gaho.
Go.
Greatest homecoming on earth. I respectfully disagree with you.
Who, Bama State?
North Carolina A&T. But they set up a carnival. They have a pretty good time, and like you can't even get on campus if you don't have tickets. So I think I like that too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I want to say it's just the culture of that. I'm North Carolina compared. Whatever. Go ahead, man. I'm cool. Put my glasses back on. All right.
Look, I'm just saying the band that has made an impression on me with their playlist, in no particular order right now, Texas Southern and Alcorn, because they played stuff that I like to listen to.
Ugh.
Yeah, and they
I
play,
get it, but
and my age demographic is about 60 to 65% of the people that's at the game.
But that's a fact. That's a hard mix to mix those two schools.
I'm not mixing them. I'm just saying what they
putting
played.
vinegar and horseradish together.
What they played.
That doesn't sound appetizing.
What made you fall in love with HBCU bands, Alex?
It wasn't Alcorn.
No,
It wasn't Alcorn. It wasn't them.
not who.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What made you fall in love with
man,
HBCU bands?
The rivalry. It was the rivalry.
Okay.
It was the constant competition. It was like look how much fun they were having without the violence. Without the violence, it was healthy. It seemed like a family. It was very uniform. It just attracted me. It attracted me to it. Like, of course, I did like the music because they played popular music.
Right.
And at the point in time I was in school, Man was by SUC was popular. What else? Doesn't Really Matter by Janet Jackson was popular.
Okay.
Motown Philly, stuff like that. So I was captivated. You know what I mean? So, like we didn't have we're the inventors of the internet, baby. So we didn't have a lot of stuff. Napster was my best friend. It was snatching stuff left and right.
I sure do. I sure hit a Luby's up in a heartbeat, man.
And,
Give me a
don't forget
Luann
about
right
Ryan
now.
Steakhouse.
God dang
Don't
it.
forget about Ryan Steakhouse. Boy.
But I mean, what made me fall in love with HBCU style bands is what I heard on the radio was being played, and I was being entertained by it. And so that's what I love about HBCU bands. I mean, you got the dancing, you got the pageantry, all that other stuff, but it all comes down to the horns. And that's what really made me fall in love with HBCU bands, and those are the bands that are doing it for me. I mean,
Alcorn.
yeah, I'm telling you the songs that I heard. That Alcorn fifth quarter. Who was that? Them and whoever Alcorn saw 2 weeks ago. That was
They was worse than Alcorn. You couldn't even remember who they were.
Oh my God.
That's bad. That's bad.
The opinions of Alex Bashea do not reflect the opinions of
Why
Ben
you have to
Hidden
always
Network.
throw it on me? I'm just simply just saying what the people would say.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. So, but let's get back to the list. But North Carolina A&T, we looked for the fifth quarter,
Mm-hmm.
and the only channel we saw was North Carolina A&T themselves, their media channel, and all we got was them. Yeah, it was Alcorn versus UAPB.
Cool.
Does that answer your question?
I understand why.
Okay.
I understand why.
Stop it.
I understand why.
Stop it. Shout out to UAPB. We love you. What do they say? Dear mother. Shout out to Mr. Graham for your long tenure of being there at UAPB.
I like that.
And,
That was
No,
smooth.
we moving on to next.
That was
All right,
smooth.
but I didn't see a fifth quarter between those two. So since we only saw North Carolina A&T, South Carolina State wins the fifth quarter. All right, so on to
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Don't do that to me. don't do that to me, bro. South Carolina beat.
Okay, so South Carolina didn't stay. I kept seeing people talking about somebody was blowing at the stands, but I didn't read into it because people be biased rhetoric.
But let me say this: I'm a little hurt by these rankings. These rankings of these
What
bands.
rankings?
Man, like I know Bethune-Cookman wants to be out of the rankings for what's that, best national band, whatever it is. I don't pay attention to some
whatever
of the stuff
that
sometimes.
is, yeah.
Yeah, and now Jackson State pulled out as well.
Okay,
Right, you gotta hydrate.
slightly
Okay,
parched.
all right. So I know that, but at the same time, if you guys would have listened to this clip of A&T,
Y'all hear
you
that?
would have a difference of opinion. I mean, a difference of opinion. Like I don't hear it. Maybe the field shows are better. You know what I'm saying? But I have witnessed A&T in person before, and I know they sound a whole heck of a lot better on camera than they do in person. Like the intensity is not there in person. On camera, yes, wonderful. But I don't know, man. I was not hearing that number one. They was talking about. I have no idea. Could be me. It could be me.
All right, so I forgot the name of that ranking, but it's based off majority field shows.
Really? Majority field shows?
Yeah, it's based off of field shows.
So we're not doing overall band. We just basing it off of field shows.
Yeah, they're basing it off of field shows. That's how you got. That's how you feel about it.
Yes, Norfolk does sound better, Brian. I don't know what people tripping off of.
Yeah, Norfolk has a very good sound. All right, so
Yes,
What?
I think Bethune-Cookman is good at campus maintenance.
oh my god,
I think they are good at campus maintenance.
oh my god, why you say that?
Hey, that's what he said.
I don't understand that.
It's very clean.
Oh,
The campus is very clean, spotless.
that wasn't the same thing that was his name said. The dude from the Ravens that was their coach for like a week and a half.
Maybe.
Wasn't he running around cleaning up trash? Maybe they fixed it since then.
I mean, but he was only coach for a week and a half.
That is a
Why
little
does that
longer
opinion
than
matter? Why does that? I'm just trying to figure out. Bro, you was on a job for a week.
for a week.
You got fired on your day off, Craig.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Ed Reed. That was his name.
I haven't seen Norfolk versus A&T, but I wouldn't want to see that. I'm pretty sure Norfolk is just going to take control.
Oh wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, and last up from bands, last weekend band, TSU Ocean versus GSU World Fame. This was kind of the talk, other than Jackson and Bama.
Was it?
It was the talk, yeah. It was the talk. You know why? Because Gremlin stood on business. Gremlin style.
Okay, a broken clock is right twice a day, but whatever.
So you saying they got 2 rounds?
No,
Oh.
I'm just saying. By time. I'm just saying. But I love GSU. I love the direction they're going in. Look, man. All I'm saying is, it just wasn't adding up. Okay. It wasn't adding up. Let me put it like this. Grambling, you did wonderful. You did great. We'll start with you before we go to the home team. Grambling, you still have a lot of room to grow. I hear you trying to break through the ceiling.
Right.
I hear you trying. You're right there. You was this close. You was this close. This close. There's still a lot of work to be left on the arranging side with your music, your scoring, right? The voicing of your arrangements that will help your band express themselves more.
Okay.
You have to give it more of a wow factor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that. But as far as like the battle versus Texas Southern, how did you guys do? No, sir. The price is wrong. The price is wrong.
Well, me and Alex, it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of
It's
disagreeing
wrong.
today.
It's wrong. It's okay. It's okay. I still love you. I still love you.
Did GSU walk away with the W from that fifth quarter? The answer is no. Grambling did. Well, how do y'all say when how everybody used to say when Southern they held their own. Grambling held their own plus a little more. They were slightly over decent.
They were?
Yeah. Tell me.
No.
They were slightly over decent.
No.
You don't think so?
No. If I had to get like 1 out of 100, what's the grading scale?
Uh-huh.
I give them a D minus.
No, bro. No, not a D minus.
What do you want me to say? Song selection was all right. Everybody's playing Try Again. Find another song. Try again. Find another song. Find another song.
Try again.
Everybody's playing. Jackson's playing Tissue, playing Grambling. We don't need your rendition, okay?
Okay.
They're already having a hard enough time getting the other two bands. They sound good to play it correctly.
Okay.
Stop. Okay, that's one. You couldn't have known that they were playing it. That's another thing. But still, number 2, can we play our traditional songs correctly before we get into playing the book correctly? I think we're getting too far ahead of ourselves. We just saw a clip, me and you, before we aired, right? We saw Grambling Tissue playing, and then Grambling in the background playing Nick. And it sounded just no, sir.
Really?
No, sir.
I didn't think it was bad. I was on Gremlin's side. Maybe
I'm
it was
on
because-
Gremlin's side. I'm glad of the Gremlin's improvements, right? But let's not give this leprechaun too much gold here. Let's not do it. Let's not do it. You're going to give it too much gold, he's going to get greedy. He's going to take the
Let's
whole
not
pot.
give the leprechaun.
Yeah,
too
let's
much
not do
gold.
this. Let's not do this. Look,
Okay.
they were okay. D plus at best. D plus at best.
I think Gremlin's Try Again was better than Texas Southern's. The only thing I think that's hurting Gremlin now is arrangements. Now, I'm not giving them.
You think it was better than Texas Southern?
Yeah, the Try Again.
It's ignorant. You're being ignorant.
You're being real ignorant right now. I don't believe I don't believe that.
But-
But the color in Texas, the first 4 measures. I'm sorry. Let's not even go that far. That's giving them too much credit.
I liked
the
Gremlin.
first
I liked Gremlin's better.
3 chord movements of Texas Southern's Try Again demolishes Gremlin whole
Oh my god.
whole thing. The whole thing.
Oh my
The
god.
whole thing. I'm willing to roll with it. I'm gonna roll with it. I think so. I think so. As far as if we're comparing Gremlin versus Texas Southern's Try Again, come on, Law. Really?
Okay, we're gonna have to watch that so we sit there and look
I
at it.
wanna watch
and I
that.
want the band director to pick it apart for me from both schools.
I'm gonna pick it apart.
Now, in no way is this any kind of dry hate or anything like that. That's what I said when I was there. If you even listen to the live stream, do I think it was BTA? Nope. Do I think Texas Southern clearly walked away with the winner? Yes. Those two both can be true at the same time.
Okay, so Brian says he think it wasn't executed better. I don't think it was written better. I don't really think it was. That's just me, B. That's just me, B. You know what I mean? I'm not stuck on JSU version either. I think JSU was missing a lot of stuff. I've heard their older version, and I like that version better. I don't know if they revised it or what, but I will say this: they probably need to change it because it's really demanding on those trumpets.
Yeah.
Man, that part is really demanding. I don't care how good your trumpets are, man. For the amount of lower brass you got, I would be very careful with that.
Okay.
But ain't my band, so you know what? At the end of the day, Texas Southern, as far as Try Again, the Try Again war, you get a perfect. There you go. There you go. You're rolling with it.
I need the sound effects over here so I can.
Best part of Gremlin is the
Oh, my
dang
goodness.
nursery shoes. That's the best part.
All right, so on to our main story of the night. HBCU bands. We always want band to be a sport. Are we prepared for the same type of scrutiny for our programs that coaches have to deal with?
We should be.
We should be.
We should be.
Okay.
We should be.
Okay. So
We should be.
I agree. We should. We should. We should be.
You can't ask for people to take you out of rankings. You want more money. You want more publicity. You want more celebrity opportunities, and you don't want to answer questions. You don't want to go to interviews. You don't want to have the cameras in your face. Well, I'm sorry. That's what it takes to be a professional.
Right.
That's what it takes to be a professional athlete. That's what it takes to be a superstar. That's what it takes to be an artist in these days, an entertainer. You're gonna have the people in your face because the people want to know what you're doing.
Right. Now that I can agree with.
Bandhead News.
Bandhead
They
News.
want to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like they live for this. They are your supporters. Yeah. In order for you, in order for you to get this money, more publicity, why would you not put it on a nation network such as
Bandhead News.
Bandhead News, right? To put yourself out there, whether it's good or bad, man. Sometimes I know all publicity ain't good publicity,
Right.
But at the same time, I think it will keep band directors on their game. I think they will make wiser decisions when it comes to the band.
Okay.
An example, uniforms, right?
Right.
Having the uniforms tailored correctly because people are going to zoom in on that kind of thing.
Right.
Horn carriage correctly. Want nobody to be up there spraying the whole entire crowd. I catch that too much in the crowd. Everybody doing this, and you got some fool up here spraying the raid. Spraying the raid.
Spraying the raid.
You know what I mean? Just getting all the roaches, just all across the board. And miss the whole phrase. Woo! That's all you hear. That's all you
That's
hear.
all you hear.
That's all you hear. Like, we got to do something different. But you got to understand, my fellow directors, my fellow colleagues, my friends, my associates, long distance friends that I know, those that I don't know. This is not to bash your program,
Right.
or the great lengths you have went through to make that particular body of children, like of young adults, sound
Right.
in this entertainment field. But you got to understand there's a level of entertainment that you have to put out there. It can't just be, you can't have the Prince effect. You can't have like
The Prince effect.
Yeah, the Prince effect. You know, remember Prince was in the office? He just got through doing a concert. He was in real big trouble because Morris Day was on his butt.
Okay.
He tried to put Apollonia's 6th album, Morris Day put it up there. And the dude from the club came back there and said, "Hey kid, nobody understands your music but you." He got it then.
Yeah.
He understood. He's like, okay, I'm putting out all these B-side hits because I love it. Let me put out something that's popular for the crowd. Like, you got to do something different. I understand the scrutiny that comes behind it, but you can't want to be the most famous person in the world and then you want to gatekeep the people that's going to give their opinions about it.
Okay.
That's I don't think that's a fair thing. I don't think it's a healthy thing at that point, because if you want fans to truly put you on top of the game, you'll take the good and the bad of the criticism. Because sometimes the bad does help you get
It
better.
helps you.
Sometimes people hate you so much, they hear nothing but the wrong stuff that you probably do need to fix.
You know, my first live stream was a summer battle. And I just plugged up. I just started plugging up stuff. Plug, go. I'm like, okay, my live stream stayed up the whole time. The audio was horrible. And then the dude made a comment, and then he
Vote.
said he was telling me how horrible my audio was. He said how trash it was. And I was like, this is hard to do. You should try to come and do this. He said it still won't negate the fact that your audio was trash. So ever since you've known me, and I send you clips, what's almost the first thing that I ask you?
Tell me how it sounds.
Tell me how it sounds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I took that. I was offended by it initially, but then I took that as, hey, you just need to work on it and get better. You work on it and get better. You get people to hang around.
Your mama dressed like a science teacher. That's what it is. First of all, sir, I got nothing. Go ahead.
So I put some thoughts together on issues going on with programs getting national notoriety and the uptick in commentators and reviewers of these programs. Okay, that's what I was almost reading at the beginning of the show. HBCU bands have long been celebrated as the soul of Black college culture. commanding the same energy, excitement, and fan devotion as any athletic program. But as the spotlight on these programs continue to grow through live streaming, social media, and televised events,
Of course.
a new question arises. Are we truly ready for the same type of public critique that comes with being treated like a sport, especially from the media and color commentators? In recent years, more platforms have begun offering play-by-play and color commentary for Battle of the Bands events, halftime shows, and HBCU band competitions. While this kind of coverage brings visibility and professionalism, it also brings judgment. Mistakes, misformation, or off-key moments, once only noticed by insiders, are now being dissected in real time for large audiences. Just like athletic teams, bands are now subject to public evaluation and fan debates. Directors and students must navigate not only performance pressure, but also commentary that can be harsh or uninformed. Some welcome the criticism as a sign of progress and legitimacy. Others worry that media voices may lack the cultural context needed to critique art that carries deep tradition and community meanings. If HBCU bands are treated as sports, it means embracing both the praise and the scrutiny, the interviews, the commentary, and the Monday morning analysis that athletes face every week. The challenge ahead is ensuring that this growth media attention uplifts the art form rather than reducing it to entertainment. I do feel that some people say some things that are out of the way.
That comes with it.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
And you have to ask yourself, is this person trying to create a soundbite? Or is this person really feeling that way? Do they really think what they're saying is what's true?
Let me say it like this. We need the negative comments.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that we need to have nothing but good comments. The best analogy I can use, if every day was a sunny day, then what's a sunny day?
That's a thinker.
If I lived every day of my life, sunshine and perfect weather, everything, how would I know what's bad? How would I know that? If every day is a sunny day, I would never, I have to miss that.
Okay.
I have to have storms. I have to have these hardships to appreciate that sunny day. So I say this to all my directors all over the nation, high school, elementary, middle, collegiate. This brings about a detrimental change that we need in our community.
Right.
Right? This also brings about more money in your industry because now you have news feeds. Now you have station interviews. Now you have people who want to be on the elite side, like let's say college band, right? They can no longer just skip up there.
Mm-hmm.
You have to earn it. Just like the NFL. Tony Dungy didn't get to where he got to be making mistakes.
Right.
He did make some, but his record is more perfect than false. Right? Bill
Right.
Belichick.
Right.
You didn't get Super Bowl rings just doing whatever you want to do. You picked the right people, put them on the right team. And even though he's disliked, them rings say something different.
Right.
Right? So why not? They get paid top-notch pay to keep those teams there. Alabama, for years, it's been Roll Tide.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care nothing but my brother in the Tide. I don't care about nothing.
That's all you care about.
And that's all they care about. So why not have all I care about is JSU? Why not is SU for life? Why not is Ocean forever? Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why not? College directors already don't get paid enough money to do what they do. The hours, the man hours that they have to take, getting paid once a month. The time away from their family, their sons, their daughters, right? All this other stuff they could be doing. They can't even do a second career outside of that. It's strictly college band the whole way. If you've seen some of these salaries for some of these college band directors, you see why most of us stay in high school.
Yeah.
You'll see why. You'll see why. There's no reason why any college band director on any level, if you're that good of a person on the musical scene, if you're that talented, why you should be making under $120,000. You should be making 120 and up.
Yeah.
It should be 120 up. But in order for us to get to that certain point, we need those comments.
Right.
We need those interviews. We need all media to be accessible to you because you're showing your versatility. We can't gatekeep everything inside. Well, I only want the best views from my university. Well, guess what? Donovan Will said it the best. I'm here to kick ass. I ain't here to get my ass kicked.
Okay.
I done had both before.
Yeah. And he'd rather.
But I'd rather
Do the
be the
kicking.
one doing the ass kicking. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. How you think people feel they're Cowboy fans? Get smacked every week. Texans fans smacked every week. But they time coming, man. You gotta play the game. And I think in order for it to get our directors more pay, better living quarters, better vehicles to drive, able to support their families, maybe able to take a month off vacation and take their kids to Disney.
Right.
Go out to France, go to Venice, or do something. Man, 80K ain't doing nothing with 4 kids.
No, not at all.
80K ain't doing nothing with 1 kid.
Yeah, and to address you, D, it depends on the state that you're in.
Yeah.
But in the state of Texas, band directors are, if you got a little tenure under you, you can be in a 6-figure salary.
Yeah. We make roughly a lot more than everybody else.
Yeah.
A lot more. But at the same time, look where we stay at. Look where we stay. Yet it is, I do make a substantial good living being a band director. But I could never take a college job because I would at least take 40 grand off my pay. I'm not moving for that.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Yeah, and that brings seat away.
Everybody
That brings
ain't
up
Craig
a thought.
White.
That brings up a thought that I had. These band directors, and if they do take NIL deals, then how does that affect how they interact more with the local media? And D, I'm gonna come back to your question about beginning videographers. But my reflection on this is recognition as a sport brings prestige, but also pressure. The next step for HBCU band culture may not be about the louder drums or the tighter drills, but about preparing for a media world that analyzes every move with the same intensity reserved for a big game. Pressure bust pipes. Can you handle it? What New Edition say? Can you stand the rain? You know, I do believe that we're in a new phase. The media is overcrowding. I believe the media is overcrowding. Anybody with a cell phone can be a media personality. These phones have better cameras than a lot of the cameras that y'all see some of the videographers walking around with, you know. And this, it will tie into my into D's question. Let me bring it up here. Where is it at?
Yeah, I'm going to answer that question in a way. I'll tell you how much administrators make in Texas.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not sure anywhere else.
All right, so here's D's question. All right, what would you give in advice to up and coming videographers? Number one, go talk to the band director. Go get to know the band directors in your area. Start with high schools. Start working with them. I feel that I have a great relationship with the high school band directors in Houston, Texas. We talk on the phone a lot, over time. I can probably call at least a good 10 of them right now, and what's up, Law? Get to know the band directors in your city, and then when you make it to the next level of college, start to get to know those college band directors. How you doing? My name is such and such. I'm with Bandhead Network. I really appreciate you allowing me to record your program. Thank you so much. That goes a long way. And also, whatever you say on the other side of this lens right here, you have to be able to say it in person too. You just have to. If I feel a certain way, and there's been times that I've been recording and the assistants will come to me and I'll be like, da 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 da. Zach will tell you at PV. He's one of them. And I, who else is that? Drew's ran up on me a few times from Alcorn, and I mean a year or so ago, Dr. Pollard would pop his head up every now and then. I'd see him, and he'd be right there standing behind me, and they'd ask, and I'd say, well, this is what I think, and they'd be like, oh, I didn't hear that, and then I see him again, and they'd be like, yeah, you was right.
Yeah.
Or they would say,
Yeah, I mean,
Law, I don't agree with
that
you.
That comes
there.
with the territory
Yeah.
of you being famous. That's the nature of the beast. I'm sorry, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. You can look at superstars that have covered their faces. Sia, for example. For a long time, you couldn't even see the chick face.
Who was that?
So, Chandelier Girl. I wanna swing from the chandelier. That chick, she always used to have like a double wig on. You could never see her eyes. You could only see her
Okay.
mouth on down. Sooner or later, crowd got tired of that. They want to see who she was.
Right.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You're gonna have to put yourself out there sooner or later.
Okay.
You're gonna have to make these changes. The way technology is going, if we care about the well-being of our directors and how much they put into these programs, not saying the kids don't, because the kids the one that make it complete.
Right.
The directors are just lighting the way for these students to be better adults in our time. Right. But if you want these directors to be paid more, you're gonna have to get out there and do these interviews, man. You're gonna have to start. You can't Fox News this. You can't be like, well, only my media team is gonna do this and this and this. That's bias. If I watch a video of Jackson State versus Texas Southern, it's by Jackson Southern's team, I'm not saying they will cut the volume down, but of course they're going to make their team look good.
Right.
That's what you have. That's what you have those mediums for. Those people who are not from either side, they want to just see the best outcome so you could judge, so the crowd can get a better judge assessment. Let me give you your answer, Seaway. So the average for an assistant principal, the medium, the starting point is $96,695. $96,695. That's the average.
And where is that
The
at?
average. That's in Houston, Texas.
In Houston,
In
Texas.
Cleveland, the starting price is $87,000.
Okay.
And in Barstow, which is country, $85,000.
Oh.
Okay, that's assistant principal. We go to head principal. If you're a head principal, the average, the start salary is $116K.
Oh.
$116K. That's where you starting at. It said
That's
you
why
could.
Joe Clark put
The
the
high
chains
medium
on the
is
doors.
163. Now I can ask some of my band director friends what they make here in Houston, and I guarantee you it's 40 under that. Unless you have a master's and you've been in the game so long, then you make 120. But that's if you had mentors smart enough to tell you these things, like I had with mine, to make sure when I hit my 30s, I'm already past that 100K mark. But I had people in my corner as a younger person. Had I not listened, then yes, I'd be in some major trouble. But that's in Texas. That's still low. Some college band directors don't barely make that. Barely make that. And the hours they put in compared to high school, way more. Way more. Way more. Yes, we're dealing with adolescents, but man, that's a lot to plan a trip. Get these buses for these young adults. Make sure they're fed. Go across state line. Make sure get your waivers done. You got your insurance for each stadium because you got to have that, right? You got to have that. Make sure all the instruments work. Make sure all your clarinets are good. Is the weather going to be different? Am I going to have to put my woodwinds up because it's a little musty out here? You know what I mean? It's a little foggy. The condensation, I can't have that. I don't want my corks going wrong because there go $250,000 worth of work I got to do to send it into the shop. I got to be careful with that. It's a lot of stuff that you guys don't see that goes into the band directing that I feel like they should be paid a lot more money. But then, if that happens, now you have to be held to a higher standard.
Right. Coach.
There you go.
So D, your question. How do you deal with it if a director tells you to take down a certain clip of their band if the song doesn't sound good? All right. So
Gonna be court style.
you got those sound effects ready? Find something, bro. Now, to be honest with you, if I record a clip and the clip sounds iffy, I'll send it to the band director. And that's how I've established a good relationship with these band directors here in Houston, Texas. I say, hey, this is what I got. Y'all want me to put it out? If it's a fifth quarter, I'll send it to both band directors. I'll say, what do y'all think? Is it okay for me to post this? And when both of them say yeah, I go ahead and turn the video public. So I'm the filter. Now, I've never had a band director come to me and ask me to take it down. Now, if they're in the fifth quarter and it's a college, it's staying up. Because you are the pro. You are the end all of what we do. You are the NFL when it comes to marching band. If you're in the college area, you're in the NFL. So yeah, you can't edit real life. I agree. If it's a live stream, that live stream's staying up. Now, if I live stream one song, they ask me to take it down and don't sound right, I'll consider it. But a whole live stream, nah, I'm leaving that up. You should be the filter though, D. You should be the filter. You should be like, man, this sound a little crazy. You know, because as videographers, we have a responsibility to limit what we give out to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the responsibility to limit what we give out to the world. If a band is just sounding bad, horns are all over the place, now I'm sorry, I just spent a lot of gas money. Can't do it. Can't post it. Because it's something about the integrity that I have for my product that I don't want to give that out. So you should have that mindset and that mentality when it comes to that.
True. I won't play devil's advocate with that, though.
Okay.
I won't play devil's advocate with that.
You're good at that.
I understand that.
You're good at
I
that.
get that.
Yeah.
But isn't the truth the truth?
The truth.
Truth is stranger
the
than
truth.
fiction, right?
The truth is the truth.
Truth is stranger than fiction. Sometimes I feel like some of those bands need that wake up call. I feel like they need it. I don't feel like it needs to be a hidden thing. If you sound like crap, you sound like crap. That's just what it is. I don't think you should fix anything. You should fix any audio. I think that's the preparation on the director.
Well, you can't fix the audio.
Well, I'm talking about they need to fix what's coming out, their tone coming out their horns. Like there's nothing you could do about that. You're not in labs every day with these kids. You're not in private lessons with them every day. You're not in beginner band 1. You're not in ear and sight training. You're not in counterpoint with them. It's up to them to complete that mission. And if they don't want to be embarrassed in public, then do a better job. NFL teams get embarrassed all the time, right? Didn't run the routes correctly. Pick 6 all day long. That don't stop them from getting on SportsCenter and embarrassing their butts. Do it.
No.
Next time you'll just do better.
I agree.
I think at some point it needs to be some cutting.
Some
going on.
personal accountability.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be some accountability. It definitely, right? We can't have none of that stuff. We don't need that. We don't need the. I was finna say something, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I saw a comment by PV earlier. I'm gonna let that
By
be.
PV.
Yeah, about PV earlier.
Oh,
I'm gonna
about
leave it alone.
PV. I was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone.
I was
He
like,
didn't say no. He just said, we got to stop posting stuff about PV. It's hurting his heart every time he hears them.
did we talk about PV today?
We didn't. I was trying to stay away from that.
No, we didn't talk about PV today.
I'm gonna let it go. But I know we got something we got to really touch on. It's gonna be. This is a more serious cast this week, guys.
Yeah. So let's jump into this. Lancaster High School assistant band director arrested on felony child sex
My
charge.
God,
District says.
today.
An assistant band director.
Nani?
This supposed to be serious, bro. What is wrong with you?
Nani? Nani? No, bro.
An assistant band director at Lancaster High School has been arrested on a felony child sex charge and placed on administrative leave, according to the district. Deshaun Parks is facing a charge of indecency with the child. Lancaster ISD confirmed this week. He was arrested on Friday, October 10th, following an investigation by the Lancaster ISD Police Department. The district says it acted quickly. In a news release, the district said it immediately reported the case to law enforcement and is fully cooperating with the investigation. It also says individuals directly impacted by the allegations have been contacted.
Citing its privacy policies, the district said it all could not discuss specific personal matters. Right? Consoling has been made available for students, and families officially reaffirmed that the students safely remain in the district's top priority. Investigation remains ongoing.
Yeah.
Until further notice.
Y'all, this is just Google chalk lines, BHN96. I did a podcast with some educators from the high school and also from the collegiate level. And this is something that has been terrorizing not just sports, cheer, regular school, and it has been destroying our band programs.
Man, this has been going on with bands for longer than I care to even remember, Doc.
It's so sad. It's so disheartening.
Been going on for a while.
And as a father, I say this a lot, and y'all hear me. As a father, I have to go up to my daughter's school and almost flip that place upside down when I felt that my kid was wrong. Now, was right in the situation. Now, there have been times that, a kid may do things that you're not proud of. So what do I do as a parent? I have to hold myself and my child accountable. And so we should do the same thing for these educators that are grooming or attempting to groom these kids.
Man, some of them have been caught, and some of them still haven't been caught. I really, honestly, I'm more disturbed at the districts that let this slide.
Yeah.
Over the years of me being a student and a teacher, I have seen so many band directors slide
Okay.
that the districts have let them slide.
Yeah.
That we've caught, and the district just give them an opportunity to resign instead of putting them jokers where they need to be.
Man, it's frustrating because just like for police, nowadays police have a network where if you're a police officer, there's a national database for them to go into to see what your past was and to see if you're a viable candidate for that police department. I'm glad that they're starting to do that. I know sometimes they look over it and that corrupt cop may slide through the cracks. But I believe that in our education system, and this is something, y'all get out and vote. Our Secretary of Education could champion, to be honest with you, to protect our children, because that's what the Department of Education is for, is to protect and to educate our children. I believe the Secretary of Education, if you are a teacher and you have your license should be in a national database.
Yes.
It is?
Talking about if they did something or just
No.
period?
Well, if they did something.
Oh,
They
no.
should be in a national
No,
database for
it's
teachers
people-
so that the school district get the application. When I get the application online,
Look, the best thing I could say without saying it, for some reason, what I've seen is when they get in trouble, when
Yeah.
they get caught up in their little tendencies of keeping their hands on the kids, they just run to a country town. I'm just being honest. Like I'm just being honest. This is what Bad Head News is for. It's for informing the people, and that's what I feel, and that's what I've seen for the past 20 years. When they get in trouble like that, they just run to a country town.
yeah,
They run a country town that don't do background checks on stuff, and they get hired, and they're there for a little bit, but then you'll see them sneak off to another school, and you'll always wonder what happened. Did things not work out? Of course, it didn't work out because the record caught up with you.
yeah, the record caught up with you. Yeah, and y'all, there are certain words that YouTube deem Kendrick. I see your comment there. I'm gonna go ahead and show it. I don't think it's offensive, but you have to be careful of the words that you choose when you are when you're typing, and then when you're talking. You know, we can't say the D word. You have to say unalive and things like that, or you know, you get little strikes on you. So
That's true.
SE and then the cross is a word that is filtered through YouTube as an offensive word. The way around it, $X.
Relations.
Relations. You know, be constructive with your words. But a lot of these band directors are groomers.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
I'm sorry, sexual offenders. They're groomers, and so they're gonna find their ways into the family. They're gonna be taking these kids home from school, things like that.
Yeah.
Always showing special favors and special attention to the one that they have attraction in. First
Yeah.
of all, you nasty. I don't care how old you are and they are. You're nasty, because your responsibility is to protect that individual that has been placed under you. And you are not protecting that individual by making a move on them. You know what I'm saying?
These kids they're not adults.
They're not
Their brains
adults.
are not working at the same capacity as you.
At
You're
all.
taking advantage, you know, or
Yeah.
we see that quite often. What my issue is, the people who condone it.
Yeah.
That's more my problem than the people who are actually doing it to the children.
Yeah,
It's the
complicit.
simple fact that you condone these
Being
people. And I'm not
complicit.
saying our viewers here. I've seen across the World Wide Web when people get in trouble. Oh no, this couldn't be this person.
Oh, he was a good person.
They just, he was a good person. This and this. You're like, you never wonder why you see some of these cats over some top-notch programs, and then boom, they disappear. No word on why they really got fired or anything. They just moved on to something else. Your program is running at 100%. You're dominant all over the board, high school or college or elementary or wherever you at, and then all of a sudden you just switch schools
Right.
for no reason.
For no reason.
For no reason.
That is very weird. That is very weird. And let's get out of high school and graduate and go to college with this.
Yeah.
College
yeah.
educators, yes,
Yeah.
they are over the age of 18. So legally, they are an adult, but they still have a child mindset.
Morally, that's still wrong.
That's still wrong.
That's still wrong.
And it's borderline a Title IX violation. And you really don't want to mess with that because it won't be pretty.
Yeah,
And
I want some of y'all to think about when your daughters become young ladies in the college scene. Not only do you have to worry about young men who don't see a future in themselves with your daughters, but now you have to worry about a band director approaching your child. Somebody's supposed to be a mentor, somebody they look up to approaching their child.
man, as a parent, my youngest is 20, my oldest is 28. If I take my kid to a school and my kid's been living with me all their life, you all right, bro? But you read a crazy comment? No, that's not what happened. No, take that down, bro.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Oh wow. I can't put that on the screen.
I can't
Um,
put that on the screen.
No.
But you know what?
What you doing, bro? What you mean?
Let's keep moving.
The opinions of Alex Bachet and his laptop do not reflect the opinions of Jerome Law and Bandhead Network. You just threw me way off, bro. Yeah, I'm a parent and I bring my kid to that school. And this kid has lived with me for 18 years. And now I'm saying, this is my precious child.
Yes.
I'm giving him to this program, and I expect you to be the one to protect my child. And then a month and a half later, I'm getting a call from the school saying that you were exchanging illicit messages, sending pictures, or you were at my child's dorm room. You know, your car was outside of my child's dorm room and they saw my child get in your car and leave the campus. I can understand what Samuel Jackson was going through in that movie when he said, yes, they deserve to unalive, and yes, I hope they burn in HE double hockey sticks. You know, I can understand his passion, you know, because that's my child. And you do that to my child, it's going to be some serious retribution coming from me. Oh, my bad. Let me get, I forgot, Brian. I forgot to add you. There we go. Welcome to the moderator crew.
Mm-hmm. Now, also, Band Life asked a good question. He said, a question is for both of us. He said, what do we think are the top 3 things that bands need to really be able to operate at the highest level?
Funding is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A great leader and a great staff to work with him. Those are the 3 things that I agree. Funding, a great leader, and a great staff.
But what defines a great staff?
A great staff is a staff that shows creativity. They're able to follow the vision of the leader, because the leader should be the one making the decisions for the program. And if you're an arranger, if you're doing field shows, your vision should line up with the vision of the leader. That's a good staff to me.
I think you need to add in a staff that is also not a group of yes men.
Yeah, okay.
Because as a leader myself, I have to know that my staff is there for my support. And even though I'm the captain of the ship, I don't know everything.
Yeah.
And I could make rash decisions. All of us can as leaders. And sometimes we need those people, Law and Law Incorporated, to pull you back in. to pull you back in.
No, Alex, don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Nah, I don't think that's
You
good.
need those people to pull you back in. Sometimes you do, man. Sometimes you can let your emotions run away, and you got to have your staff got to be bold enough to be like, hey, bro, you tripping. Go to the bus, sit down. We're going to march the band out. Like, you tripping. It needs to be that. It needs to be a give and a take. It needs to be a push and pull.
Right.
It needs to be, yes, they need to be able to follow the vision of the leader.
Right.
But I also feel like they also need to be completely transparent. Like, you could be like, hey, Prof, I don't really agree with it, brother, but we're going to roll with it because that's what you want to do.
Right.
And I'm going to get it done just the way you want it. Sometimes you're right and sometimes you're wrong.
Hey, So let's get out of there. And what's the guy's name that made this comment about Mr. Simmons? No, that is not what happened at Southern University. Brian Simmons left on his own accord. He saw the opportunity to take over a SWAC band, which is most music majors' dream
Yes,
to
true.
be a band director in the
That's
SWAC. And he was able to chase his dream, and we see him living his dream right now. And I want Mr. Simmons to keep striving for excellence
Yes.
in everything that he does, and making sure that you represent Texas Southern, the Ocean of Soul, Third Ward, and CUNY Townhomes to the best of your ability. No, I was serious for everything.
CUNY
That CUNY popped in my head at the last
CUNY
minute.
Homes.
Hey, no,
My
real talk.
God, today.
Represent Texas Southern, the Ocean of Soul, and the Ocean of Soul alumni to the best of your ability.
So don't forget about that Grambling and TSU try again. I ain't forgot about that.
Mm.
I ain't forgot about that. I want to see that.
Okay. Well, the questions are coming in. Y'all don't want us to go home. Oh, I'm already home. Alex got a drive.
Yeah,
to do.
I gotta go.
But got a question.
No, I guess it said you.
No, look on the screen. Look at. You want to read that one?
Oh, J Law. Should the staff meet with the alumni to air out feelings and to talk of direction? Yes, I believe that the director should. Once every 2 months. I said it. I say it again. Once every 2 months. Let me explain why. Your alumni can sometimes be caught in tradition that is no longer valid or effective to your program. Some traditions last a lifetime. Some only last a season. Just being completely honest with you, right? Every band director that gets a band wants to make things his own. And a lot of times on the college level or high school level, that's very hard to do when something has been solidified. Let me give you a prime example. Now, St. Augustine. The St. Augustine that I know doesn't look or sound nothing like the St. Augustine that is out now.
Okay.
But the essence of what they are is still intact.
I agree.
It is a different sound for St. Aug because they definitely don't have the upright euphoniums anymore, which creates a different sound.
Right.
Right? They still
on,
marching the
fam,
same. That is tradition.
Yeah.
Right? But they have a new feel. They have a new look. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I think every 2 months is good to hear. Every 2 months, not every month. Every 2 months to hear, okay, what are some good ideas? It could be some things you take away
Right.
and some things that you leave on the table. You don't have to tell them. But I think it's good to hear. Sometimes you're going to hear repetitive things and sometimes you won't. But I think just to give the alumni a notion that you actually care, when you do care, will get you a lot more people supporting you than against you at certain times. That's every director. I don't know what directors do at other schools. I know in my school, they talk to the alumni regularly and they ask about certain things, and some things they take and some things they don't. Regardless if they take it or not, I appreciate them hearing out the people who came before them to pave the way for where they are now. I appreciate that. I think it just needs to be a healthy pool. And don't get me wrong, the reason why I say 2 months is because directors are busy.
Yeah.
They are busy, man. I know it don't
It's a lot
seem
of
like
stuff
it,
going
but it's a
on.
stressful job,
There's
bro.
a lot of stuff going on.
It's a stressful job.
Not only dealing with alumni and 180 plus kids, but you still have a boss to answer to at your school. You still have all of that to deal with. You still got paperwork that has to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Now, should there be, what was the question again? Should there be an open forum?
I don't know if it better be an open forum.
Let's see. What was the question that again? Mel.
It's just should
asked
the
it.
staff meet with alumni to air out their feelings?
Yeah,
Talk-
should the
talk-
staff meet with alumni to
and
air
talk
out
of
their
direction.
feelings? Okay.
I don't know about the direction part.
No.
I don't know about that.
The leader has the vision. Anything with more than one head is a monster.
Yeah.
I'll take it from this aspect.
Okay.
4 or 5 years ago, I became the president of the Human Jukebox Alumni Association.
What you say now?
And that turned into something very interesting.
Hmm.
People thought because they gave money to the Alumni Association, which in turn supported the marching band and also boosted alumni morale, they thought because they gave money to the Alumni Association, they had the right to say what the band could and could not do because they marched in the band. Yes, they actually did.
They tripping.
And I agree that alumni should have some type of communication with the band director. But that even goes back to my comment that D asked about new videographers. What you say online should match what you say in the band director's face. What you say online should match what you say in the band director's face. Things I've said about Southern Online, I've talked to Mr. Taylor about. I've talked to some of the assistant band directors about different things like that. I stand behind everything that I said about them. Anything like that. That's all there is to it. But then you have some alumni that think because they were Mr. It while they were in the band, they were section leader while they're in the band, they get to
Can we put that up? Is that possible?
Yeah, I will. I think it's a two-edged sword. It's helpful for the alumni that really care and want the program to improve, but it's hurtful when people have their ulterior motives for the band and they want the band to do what they want the band to do. That's not cool. So that's how I feel about that. I won't talk too much on it because Alex kind of expounded on it pretty well. I'm trying to go to bed, but y'all will keep talking. So the next one up. Should alumni be more proactive in assisting the band director if he's too busy, or alumni would pull up at practice randomly every day?
Yeah, alumni.
All righty.
What's that, Southern?
Huh?
That's Southern?
This guy?
Yeah.
He doesn't look familiar to me.
That can be Southern.
What school did you go to, bro? What's that? Cedar Way?
Yeah. What school?
What school did you go to?
That can be Southern.
Doc
have a fit.
Nah, Dr. Greggs tell you to get your own band.
Yeah, Ricky Lee would have had a fit.
That-
Gibb
that-
would have had a fit. Like, no.
That's something different. It's cool to come up and hang around, but you shouldn't be up there every day, especially college. Now, high school, that's different. You're going to go help. You need to go to the band director and say, what can I do to help?
Yeah.
That's the only way. Your job is not to mind the band director's business. That is not your job.
Yeah. I hate this. I don't want to be this person.
But you are.
Yeah, I am. It's the reason why they have the degrees. It's the reason why they spent their lifetime getting to these positions. They know what they want. They know what to do to fix the situation. But they also know the right people to put in place. I'm not saying alumni can't help.
Right.
But I will say a lot of times, it might seem like a lot of times they're not there for the band. They're there for themselves.
Okay.
Because you get a lot of alumni, and I'm just telling you from experience, a lot of alumni, they come back because they thought they was Mr. Whoever in whatever section. Wasn't it, bro? The empty wagons always make a lot of noise. All the killers I know from Southern, Texas Southern, Jackson State, UAPB, they not thinking about trying to go back, and they'll give advice at homecoming.
Right.
And they'll move out the way because they understand the system and how thin a line that is. You don't want to blur that line. You don't want to blur the line. If you get all those alumni in there helping out, doing this, that looks bad on the director as well. And administration looks at that. HBCU band, toxic alumni, they can't move on after their time. Correct. They probably didn't even have a time, Black Cat. They probably didn't. 2 students disrespecting the band hierarchy. Yeah, that's true. And 3 hazing. Hold on now.
Nah,
Wait a minute.
No, not the H word now.
Hold on.
Say, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Something ain't right. Hold on. I understand about the third thing.
Yeah.
I understand. Yes, it did destroy a program. But me and Law were talking about this before we aired. We were checking out some more footage, just getting a little ahead of the game here. Man, I will say that word.
Yeah.
That word made some very intense bands.
Yeah, it did.
My Jesus today.
I mean, because you're getting motivated by those that were there before you. And then you can't take it out on nobody.
I love French, and I love what he's doing with Carver. French is a monster. But if I put French Carver up against Low Carver, it's going to be some slow singing and flower bringing.
Flower bringing. That hammer coming, huh?
I'm like, man, them jokers was on some other stuff.
That's crazy.
And hearing them in person was a whole different monster.
But to get back to Mel's question, I remember I walked into the
Glazing.
band room for homecoming, and there was an old head talking to a current member, asking him, "What does your S stand for? You don't know me?" And I walk by. He's like, "Law, this man acting like he don't know me." I say, "How is he supposed to know you?"
I don't want him to know me. I don't want him to know
That
me.
was my question.
Yeah,
How is he supposed
I'm
to know
good,
you?
baby.
Did you walk up to him and say, "My name is Frank Johnson. I marched in the jukebox fall 90 this through 90 this, and this is what I did when I was in the band. I really like what you guys are doing. Some of the things that I see that may be a little different than what we did are, you know, when you checking up, y'all need to have your chicken wings
Yeah.
straight. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You know, little stuff like that is helpful.
Yeah.
You know, your chicken
Yeah.
wing got to be straight.
Right here, baby.
It got to be straight.
Yeah. Shh.
You know,
Ready, ready.
you
Now,
know,
Black
or
Ink-
for tuba players, you know, our chicken wing is over here, and it got to be straight. You know,
So, the guys, I see y'all in the comments. Let me explain. I'm not saying that particular thing made those bands better.
right? Right.
I
right,
will,
right.
however, saying I'm pretty sure both of y'all have lived through the era as me and Mr. Law has. The intensity was far greater than it is now. The experience between then, like hearing a band then and hearing it now, and knowing what you heard in person, that did make a difference. That did make a difference.
Yeah.
I will say that did make a difference. Now, is it acceptable?
No.
No, not at
Extremely
all.
unacceptable.
But I'm saying from a person who had to live through it and not live through it now, I don't feel the pain as much.
Well, we're gonna get Mr. Bashay out of here. Get out of there.
We'll get out of
Get
there.
out of
We're
there.
going back out of there.
Get out of
We're
there.
going out of there.
We're gonna get him out of there.
We're going out of
And we're coming up to the end of our show, but
Yeah.
we want to talk about what's happening this week in band.
Mm-hmm.
So, some of the big battles that I've looked at, we got Howard versus Tennessee State. That's gonna be interesting. I think.
Excuse me?
I think it's gonna be interesting.
Howard,
Howard versus Tennessee State. Who you got? Who you think coming out the dub with that?
I gotta watch that.
No.
Tennessee
Come on,
State. Tennessee
State. All right.
State.
All right. We got my favorite,
Mm.
Alcorn versus FAMU. I don't know if Alcorn is going.
I'm not watching
Hey,
Children of the Corn. I'm
Kick your,
not
kick
watching
your
it.
game. Alcorn. Bunny hop. Alcorn. all
Bunny
that.
hop.
I like that. Ba-da-ba-ba,
Bunny hop?
ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Mm-mm.
No, okay. Hey, I
Bunny
just
hop?
like to jam to what I like to jam to. That's me. You got Grambling versus UAPB. It's a home game for UAPB.
Grambling.
Grambling is right up the road.
Grambling.
Okay, all right. Who Alcorn and FAMU? You never tell me who you picked out of Alcorn. I want
I
you,
gotta pick
Alex Bashay to tell me Alcorn out of.
I'm gonna say simply because I know how FAMU is gonna operate. FAMU is definitely gonna have the tone over Alcorn all day long, but Alcorn is probably gonna win that battle. If they just stay the course and they do what they need to do, they might come out on top. But they're gonna have to deal with FAMU's superior tone quality. I don't care how loud you are. If you're playing wrong notes, it's not gonna help you in a battle against FAMU.
Superior phone quality.
I'm just telling you, this is why J State and Southern are so successful against FAMU. They don't play wrong notes during the song.
Yeah.
They don't play wrong notes. I mean, Alcorn has got a great, way better. Like more props. I hope my boy Drew is headed down there right now to write out some bangers and shout me out on the video talking about this for you, man. I want to hear that shout out, Drew. I want to hear that shout out. Talking mad smack. Do your Beaumont, Texas thing, baby. But at the same time, I'm Alcorn. I'm gonna roll with you. Don't disappoint me. Don't have me back on here with a Rattler hat. Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
Shout out to Dr. Everson Martin, who has weathered the storm at Alcorn. When
Yes.
he first got over there, he was what's the word that they call it when tentative, or what's the right word for it? Whatever. He wasn't officially the head band director. I think that went on for like a year or so after he assumed the position. And but he weathered the storm. He stayed focused, laser focused. He did great things, bringing MF Cool on to work with the media team and to boost up their program on the social media side. The Golden Girls kind of took over Instagram for a little bit. You know, and Bandhead loves the Golden Girls show.
Okay.
Yeah, interim. That's the right one. Interim.
Mhm,
Interim. Head band director, and
Tenured.
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 Integrity. And last but not least, it is homecoming on the Bluff. Southern University takes on the Prairie View Panthers. I know the football team is going to be abysmal, horrible. Yeah, that football team is not the football team I remember from when I went to Southern University. But I think the Jukebox is going to come out with the W over PV. That's what we have coming up next week. Before we let you guys go, Alex, what's on your mind, bro?
Oh man. Are we going with the sensitive? We doing that? We doing it?
No.
Okay, we're not doing
No,
that. Okay,
bro.
we won't be doing
that was a joke at the end of the first episode.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. So the SU versus PV matchup, I believe SU's going to come out on top.
Okay.
Now, don't get me wrong. Prairie View versus Texas Southern. Prairie View did do some fine tuning. They did. Nobody's heard quite a bit from them, but I will say that loss they took from Grambling kind of took their stock down really low. I'm not really looking forward to that matchup. I'm looking at a slaughter fest unless Prairie View goes back to that band that faced Texas Southern. They were ready. They were in control of their sound. They had a nice book. They just need to build from that. Now, we can't be having mid-season battles where you're losing against Graham Fam in front of everybody in
Bro,
Dallas.
Grambling is a better band this year.
I understand that.
Stop saying that,
I
bro.
understand that. At the same time,
They
they
not
not top five.
They not
not
the,
top five.
Cartoon Network band
They
from back in
not
the day.
top five.
I'm not saying they the top five. I'm not.
Graham Pax is not top five.
But y'all gonna give Dr. Roebuck her flowers.
Robux is doing a great. I said Robux. Good Lord. Is it Robux?
You old, bro. Sears and Roebuck.
so she's doing a phenomenal job. But like again, we have to get this criticism. And I'm just saying, for what we have seen, Southern is still putting up a hard fight with Jackson State. I don't think PV has the guns to deal with Southern. I don't think they have the musical discipline to deal with Southern University. So before we even get to the arrangements, just musically sound-wise, I don't think they have enough to compete with the Human Jukebox at this level. I think they go back into the shed, work on a little bit more of their two-bar phrasing, perhaps get some of those long tones together, right? Get that darker round sound in and come out with a bang. But you going to Southern at homecoming sounds like a setup to me. I would take this bye week off and practice on some scales.
Yeah, I think that some of the things that I believe that PV can work on, and this is a band media, and I've talked to Mr. Hopkins, and I've talked to Zach. I never really got to talk to Ralph that much about it, but attacks and releases are your enemy and your friend, Prairie View. Those feminine releases were really upsetting, and everybody wasn't together. So I think if PV just works on their sound,
Yeah.
so take out some of those student arrangements that you guys played at the state fair and get back to some good staples that are entertain the crowd, I think that you can sway this fifth in your favor. Southern University, how can you make sure you guarantee a victory? Up-tempo is your friend. Don't put us to sleep when you're playing. And the associate band director is my crab brother. I've shared these words with him. Up-tempo is your friend. You do not want to have a quiet storm, no PV pun intended, fifth quarter. You know, yeah, we playing the classics and we bopping from left to right, but this ain't the lounge. We at the club. You got to go up and down with your tempo.
I think they need to be more intentional.
Okay.
I miss the jukebox being intentional with their strikes, like being very strategic with their moves. Like they intentionally entice you to put yourself in a box.
Mm-hmm.
They would play something and make you think they're going in one direction and then slap you with another where you couldn't compete at. I miss that form of like that art of war coming from the jukebox. That was definitely the Knighton era.
Right.
It like Greg's would go with something old, then Mr. Jackson come out with the hits, with the fast marching tune or something you never heard before, sped up, and then Knighton hit you with that ballad. That's game over.
Yeah.
You don't know which direction to come from. You have a staff, Mr. Taylor, Dr. Taylor. Use your staff.
Mm-hmm.
Use them correctly. I know by far, this is nothing against Mr. Todd, nothing against, especially Kenneth Collins, really good person. but I know you that top-notch arranger. Coach them on where they need to go.
Right.
Because sometimes I think the wrong song is picked at the wrong time, and it could have very well ended up bad in certain places, right? From the bad song selection. Other than that, I think Southern has their notation together. I think their tone is pretty good. They're building solid musicians.
Right.
And let's not forget the most important thing about all this, my college fans, graduation.
Yep.
None of these bands would be nothing. Please don't be a 6-year bandsman. If you get to do your 5, you're blessed. But get out of school. Get out of school.
Oh yeah.
Please.
Right.
No more comfort.
Okay.
I
All
can't
right.
take y'all serious sometimes. Okay,
I don't know what that guy's talking about.
I am done.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning into Bandhead News. If you have some topics, y'all kind of took us down a rabbit hole tonight. I didn't intend to do that. We was only supposed to be doing this for about 30 to 45 minutes. And where are we at? We are close to 2 hours. Yeah, I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. These sound effects are horrible. I want to appreciate you guys for hanging with us at Bandhead Network. And before we go, we're just going to play a little commercial. It's your boy, J Law.
It's your boy, A.A. Bache.
Tune in next week. Sensitive band directors and the enablers that they keep around.
Lord have mercy. Lord.
I'm done with you, bro. What is this video?
The People's Choice Battle Marching Band fans far and wide. Bandhead Network and IVG Productions presents The People's Choice Battle of the Bands, happening Saturday, November 15th at Stingaree Stadium in Texas City, Texas. Doors open at 1:30 and the show starts at 2. Join us as high school bands from Houston and the surrounding area compete for this year's championship belt. They'll go from 8 to 5 on the field to 1, 2, 3, 4 in the stands. Tickets are $15, and with each ticket purchase, a portion will go to help your band of choice. Again, it's the People's Choice Battle of the Bands. Scan the QR code to get your ticket purchase started, because we want to see